Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my gardening channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor. For those of you who are new to my channel, we're in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. Beautiful, sunny, hot summer day here in Long Island, New York. How are you guys doing? My fellow gardeners, my loyal viewers, and you guys, my precious subscribers. Why don't you let me know how your gardening is coming along in the comments below. What are we going to talk about today? In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the most annoying and dangerous pests when it comes to lily plants in our home garden, and that is the scarlet lily beetles. When they attack our lily plants, they destroy our lily plants. They eat on the stems, on the leaves, and basically turn our beautiful lilies from those gorgeous summer flowers to almost nothing. So in today's video, we're going to talk all about identification, prevention, and of course, treatment when it comes to scarlet lily beetles. We're going to talk all about how to distinguish these beetles, how to prevent them from ever entering your home gardens, and if the problem has already occurred, how we can treat this problem so we'll never see these pests in our home gardens again. For those of you who are looking for that online channel that offers tips, tricks, easy yet proven gardening advice to take your home garden to that next level, don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around. Start with clicking the subscribe button. And for those of you who never want to miss any of my new upcoming gardening videos, also click the bell icon. YouTube will notify you every single time I'll upload a new gardening video. Now come with me. Let's talk all about the scarlet lily beetles and how we can get rid of them once and for all from our home gardens. If one day you come to your home garden and you discover this on your lily flower plant, the holes, the bite marks on your lily plant's leaves, most of the times you will discover this as well, guys. This is the pest that has caused and is causing damage to your lily plants. So in today's video, we're going to talk about identifying, treating, and possibly even preventing this kind of damage from ever happening to your lily flower plant. For those of you guys who have been dealing with this kind of damage on your lily plants, but maybe you have not seen or not able to locate the pest that has been doing this damage to your plant, or maybe you have seen this pest like I am seeing right now, but you're not familiar with the name of this pest. So this red pest over here with black legs and black antennas is called scarlet lily beetle. And this specific beetle, the scarlet lily beetle, is the beetle that eats on and causes severe damage to your lily plant, if not terminated in time. As you can see over here, I have quite a few younger lily plants in my rose garden area. And as you can also see, all of these lily plant varieties have indeed been attacked and damaged. You could see the bite marks, the burn marks on the leaves, the holes, and all of this damage has been caused by the scarlet lily beetle. In my case, clearly the damage has been done, guys. There is no turning back. The damage is very, very visible on my lily plant's leaves. So now let's jump right into talking about treatment. What can we home gardeners do to help our lily plants, to terminate the scarlet lily beetle, and to ensure that it never comes back to hurt our home garden and our lily plants ever again? There are many different varieties of beetles out there in our gardens, in the nature. But when it comes to lily plants, and if you notice these bite marks, these holes, and when you turn the leaves around and you see these red guys over here, these specifically are the scarlet lily beetles, also known as red beetles. And these are some of the most problematic beetles out there in the world, as their presence in the garden is always a warning sign when it comes to lilies. They feed on the leaves and of course the flowers of our lily plants. And as you could see, my lily flower over here is quite infested with these nasty pests. Remember guys, when it comes to identification of the problem, of the pest, don't just always look at the top surface of your leaves. Always remember that pests could be hiding under the leaves as well. As you could see on my lily plant, these beetles are indeed trying to hide under the plant's leaves. And I just noticed that this lily plant as well, if I turn this leaf upside down, you could see there's another scarlet lily beetle hiding under the leaves. Gorgeous, beautiful, colorful perennial lilies have been the mainstay of many gardens for generations. Unfortunately, many countries, many states have now started to give up on growing these beautiful perennial plants, mainly due to the scarlet lily beetle problem, the infestation of these beetles, and the damage that they cause to the lily plants in our home gardens. If and when left unchecked, and of course untreated, the scarlet lily beetle will devour all of your lily's plant's leaves, as well as the beautiful trumpet-shaped flowers, leaving your lily plant with nothing other than a weak, thin stalk in the middle. The researchers are still studying on what other pests can indeed attack and destroy the scarlet lily beetles. Unfortunately, in the meantime, they have not found any enemies that could take care of the beetles for us. But in the meantime, there are safe, organic measures that us gardeners can take to prevent and to treat scarlet lily beetles. This tiny yet dangerous pest, the lily beetle, lays eggs and completes its cycle exclusively on true lily plants. My true lilies grow nearby next to my beautiful daylilies over here. But as you could see, luckily, my daylilies are not impacted whatsoever by the lily beetle. So lily beetles only attack and devour true lily varieties, not any of the daylily varieties. Unfortunately, Asiatic lily varieties are the most vulnerable varieties. As you could see, I have different varieties growing next to them, and they're not impacted whatsoever. Maybe slightly over here. I see a tiny little bite mark, and over here too. But these Asiatic lily varieties are very much vulnerable and susceptible to the scarlet lily leaf beetles, guys. So keep that in mind when you are trying to grow lilies in your home garden, when you're selecting which varieties you want to plant and grow in your home gardens. If and when left untreated, the adult lily beetles will eat the leaves of some of the other nearing garden plants. One example of that is a hosta. So as you could see here, I do have a hosta, well, multiple hostas growing nearby my Asiatic lilies. And as you could see, I have holes on my hosta leaves as well as other nearing plants. They also got affected, impacted by the lily beetle. You could see the holes in my plants' leaves. And what a coincidence. These plants are right next to my damaged, impacted lily plants. So keep that in mind as well, guys. Always inspect nearing plants for damage and for pests as well. A chewed and unfortunately a defoliated leaves of your lily plants are usually the first correct and accurate indication of the lily leaf beetle infestation in your home gardens. Both the adults and the juvenile beetles are voracious, aggressive feeders, and they can do a lot of damage, as you could see, in a very short amount of timing, guys. As I always like to say, prevention is the best approach when it comes to insects and pests in our home garden. The advice I always give to myself as well as other fellow gardeners is always try to inspect your lily plants at least twice a week from the time they emerge from the ground to make sure that you do not see any pests such as the lily beetle or any other insects. And the first sign, of course, is the damage to your lily plants leaves. The sooner you notice the problem, the sooner you can take it on, attack it, and hopefully prevent it from coming back ever again. So the adult scarlet lily beetle, as the name suggests, is red on top. And if you flip this guy upside down, he is black colored on the bottom. They're about half an inch in length, these guys. They have elongated bodies with black legs and long black antennas just over their small round shaped head. Although the adults beetles feed on foliage as well, their main goal is to reproduce, guys, to lay eggs and to make more of these lily beetles. If you do find an adult lily beetle on your plant or in your home garden, chances are you will find egg messes on the underside of the leaves. So very high chance if you flip those leaves over, you will find beetle eggs stashed underneath the leaves. For those of you wondering, where do these beetles come from? One day your lily plant is doing wonderfully. Next thing you know, your plant's leaves are eaten by these pests. Well, adult beetles, they overwinter in the soil in your home garden or in the plant debris that are left over for the winter season. They will begin laying their eggs early in the growing season. Each female adult beetle, believe it or not, guys, can lay up to 450 eggs. And yes, guys, they will hatch in 1 to 2 weeks. For those of you, my fellow gardeners, who are going to try to inspect your lily plant's leaves to see if there are indeed any eggs laid underneath the leaves, I just wanted to quickly mention what you should be looking for. When looking for beetle eggs on your lily plants, always make sure to inspect the underside of your lily's leaves. So the eggs are either red, orange to brown in coloring. So here is an example of beetle eggs. As you could see, they're absolutely tiny. They are orange to brown in coloring, and they're usually laid in a narrow irregular row. As you can see here, I do have beetle eggs underneath my lily plant's leaves. Here, guys, is another excellent example. I decided to pull one leaf from my lily plant because I saw a very clear and excellent example of the beetle larva. As you can see, it is orange. You can see the eggs right over here. They're small and they're laid in a narrow, irregular row. And unfortunately, guys, the leaf beetle larva, so the babies that essentially will hatch from this, cause the most damage to our lily plants because hundreds of larvae may hatch at one time and they will begin eating on our plants' leaves almost instantaneously, immediately upon hatching. Though the leaves are their preferred food, they will also devour any buds, flowers, and even the stems of our lily plants. So the baby beetles or the larvae will feed on your plant stems, buds, flowers from anywhere from 16 to about 24 days after hatching. Then they will pupate into the soil, meaning they will go to hibernate underneath the soil. Then they come back right out as now adults, and the adults will continue to vigorously feed on your plant's leaves and flowers and stems as well, all the way through the fall season. So as of now, as of today, the summer of 2023, gardeners do have a few options when it comes to treating the scarlet lily beetles. So one of the options is to catch them with your fingers and to kill them on contact. However, the scarlet lily beetles are quick pests, guys. As soon as they sense any movement or motion, they will try to get away from you. As I'm making my video for you guys over here, you could see here are my lilies with the beetles on them. I turned my head a little the other way, just ahead of us, and I've noticed that the scarlet lily beetle is sitting on a nearing flower plant as well and trying to eat these leaves as well. So again, if the hand picking is the approach that you want to take when it comes to destroying the red beetles, remember, you have to be very quick as these pests do sense human motion, and as you could see, they are pretty quick. They can either jump from one part of the leaf to the next like this one just did, or they can jump down to the soil and flip upside down, black stomach up, and kind of blend with the soil. So basically they're trying to do whatever it takes for you not to locate them, not to destroy them. You want to make sure that you squeeze hard enough that you almost feel that beetle crunch and pop underneath your fingernails, or you can fold the leaf in half like so and give it one last good squeeze. You want to make sure that you took care of this pest. As you could see, I just used the hand picking method and killed this scarlet lily beetle. One gone, more to go. Another very handy method when it comes to catching and capturing the scarlet lily beetles is filling up a glass jar with regular tap water and some dish soap or some detergent. So you come to your plant, you take the leaf which is infested with the beetles, and you dip that whole leaf, of course with the beetles, inside into that soapy water mixture. What happens is the soapy water mixture will trap and capture the beetle into the water, and the soap in the water will kill the beetle on contact. For those of you who do not like or prefer the hand picking method or the soapy water method when it comes to killing the scarlet lily beetles, there are additional organic sprays that can be used to kill and prevent the beetles from coming back to your home garden again. One of the first organic sprays that is highly recommended when it comes to treating beetles is neem oil. Neem oil is safe and it is recommended for organic gardening. For those of us home gardeners that do not like the hand picking method, maybe you find it a little disturbing or repulsive in any way. And also for those of you who do not want to be using the soapy water method as a treatment, there are a few botanical insecticidal sprays that were shown and proven to be effective when it came to treating and preventing scarlet lily beetles. One of those botanical insecticidal sprays is neem oil. It is botanically derived from neem trees. Neem oil does and will kill the larva, the beetle larva, and will repel the adult beetles away from your lily plants as well as neighboring plants that are growing next to your lily plants. Neem oil is especially effective when applied earlier in the growing season of your plant on the young larva, but you have to be very diligent when it comes to application. You need to make sure you apply enough so you can see the oil dripping off your plant's leaves. You also must be very diligent in how often you apply neem oil to your lily plants and the neighboring plants. Neem oil should be reapplied every 5 to 7 days in order to have successful treatment method approach. I personally prefer to use either the hand picking method when it comes to dealing with the lily beetles, or if the problem is excessive like I have happening right now, in this case, I apply both treatment methods, the hand picking method as well as application of neem oil. At this point, it is an infestation and I am pretty desperate when it comes to getting rid of this infestation as soon as possible. Now that I see this problem happening, this infestation already took place, I will be very diligent when it comes to taking a better look at my lily plants at least multiple times a week, and I will be reapplying neem oil at least every 5 days until I see that this problem is starting to either go away or disappeared completely altogether. For those of you fellow gardeners who do not like any of the options that I mentioned so far, there is another product which has shown promising results when it comes to lily beetle treatment and prevention, and that is spinosad. It is a product which is naturally derived from soil-borne bacteria. If you notice the beetle problem early on in the game and you do use spinosad consistently and continually, it did show promising results when it came to controlling the beetle infestation problem in our home gardens. Although there are other insecticides which are mentioned all over across the internet, or maybe you heard other gardeners or gardening centers mention that these insecticides are indeed effective when it comes to treating beetles, they're not proven to be environmentally safe, guys. Remember, guys, we are trying to get rid of pests, but we are not by any means trying to get rid of safe, healthy pollinators in our home gardens. So when using insecticides, which were not proven to be safe environmentally, we can be, and most likely are, getting rid of those healthy, needed pollinators in our home gardens by using the wrong insecticides. Now, I just wanted to quickly mention, for those of us who are not yet dealing with a colony or an infestation like I am dealing with today, how can you control and prevent this infestation from ever taking place in your home garden? Well, first and foremost, always inspect your lily plants. Always look underneath your lily plant's leaves. Remember, larva lives and stores underneath the lily plant's leaves, which what I just showed you guys a little while ago in this video. As soon as you detect or notice the larva or the eggs, destroy them immediately. Larvae, unfortunately, are one of the most difficult aspects to control when it comes to beetles. They do hatch relatively quickly, anywhere from 7 to 10 days after the adult beetle lays these eggs. So as soon as you notice any larva underneath your plant's leaves, you must destroy it as soon as possible before they hatch. So now, if you are using the hand picking method when it comes to treating the larvae, they are very tiny, the eggs. They are slippery as well. So if you are trying to crush them, make sure you are being very, very diligent and make sure you do indeed crush them and destroy them. So when it comes to larvae, the use of chemicals, insecticides such as neem oil may be a better option and a better solution. But be diligent when you're spraying those leaves and make sure you inspect your leaves on a daily basis and respray or retreat accordingly. So now that I hand picked and destroyed the adult scarlet lily beetles off of my lily plants, I also used natural organic neem oil to spray down my lily plants to be on the safer side. As you guys see, this is an infestation over here in my home garden. I'm going to keep a close eye on my lily plants going forward, and I will respray my plants with neem oil accordingly in about 5 to 7 business days. This is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on this beautiful, gorgeous summer day in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. In today's video, we spoke about one of probably most annoying and very dangerous pests when it comes to home gardening, and that is the scarlet lily beetle. We spoke all about identification of this pest, control, prevention, and of course, treatment when it comes to infestation of the scarlet lily beetles. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, if you found this video to be useful, helpful, informative in any way, show me that support by clicking thumbs up below. Leave your comments below, guys. I love talking to you, my fellow gardeners, my loyal viewers, and you guys, my precious subscribers. I personally respond to each and every one of your comments. Let me know, guys, if you grow Asiatic lilies in your home gardens. Have you ever had any issues with the scarlet lily beetles? And if so, what treatment approach have you guys used, and was it helpful? Was it successful? For those of you who haven't yet done so, no waiting any longer, guys. Do so today. Subscribe to my channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor. If you are enjoying the content of my videos, then do click the bell icon as well. By clicking that small bell-shaped icon, YouTube will notify you every single time I'll upload a new gardening video. Stay healthy, everyone. Happy. Be well, guys. And as I always like to say, happy gardening, and I'll see you again in my new upcoming gardening videos. Bye, guys.